Hold on. Try this. Hi. Welcome to episode 2 of my adulting series. It's your girl. This video, I didn't really plan it. It was a very hectic week, but you already know the vibes. I'm still gonna do it anyway. Today's episode is gonna be talking about bills, Destiny's Child. Pretty much what I'm gonna be talking about is what I typically spend, like the breakdown, as well as how being an adult versus being like a college student and then a child is very different in the terms of money. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but I just found out I can go over 15 minutes now, so but I hope you enjoy, and let's get the video started. Alright, before we get into this, I actually want to preface with a little reminder. This is still new to me, so don't take my advice as a form of expertise. I literally don't know anything, okay? This is just personal experience that I wanted to instill onto you guys. Before we even get talking about the present, let's talk about home life for me and what it was like. I grew up understanding the concept of money and value. Like, I knew that money existed and we needed money to live and all that good stuff. I grew up in a middle-class home. I've been working since I was about 13-14 while still doing all my other extracurriculars. I got a worker's permit. I worked with my mom in the doctor's office during the summers, during the winters, when I wasn't in school and doing volleyball. If I asked for it, eventually I did get it. I technically was spoiled in a way, but I always knew that the only way I could get it is to work for it. I worked so I could kind of lessen the blow of the monetary strain on my nana and my mom. When I decided to go to college, there was a few things that I really had to think about. The one thing that was not an exception between my mom and I is me staying in Hawaii to go to school. Going to school in Hawaii is very expensive. It's already expensive as it is. Even being an in-state student, it was already expensive as it is. So one, it was cheaper, and when I moved away to college, this is when I started had to pay for a lot of my own things, obviously because I didn't have my family to rely on. From fall 2020 to spring 2022, fast forwarding in my college experience, is when I first moved into my apartment and I was no longer living in the dorms. I started working 2 jobs to help me pay for my groceries and my car/Uber expenses. When I first moved into my apartment, my rent was technically already paid for with the scholarship that I earned. Mahalo I nā kula o Kamehameha. I was already paid for my rent, my utilities, and all of that. So let's talk about the present. From May 22nd to now, in this very moment, Sunday, March 5th, 2023, 11:04 in the morning. I am still living in the apartments that I'm living. I transferred to a new unit, into a 2-bedroom. I am paying more bills now. The rent increased. The things that I'm paying more bills now is my rent, my groceries, the gas for my car, anything and everything about my car. Because of all these expenses that I had to partake, there was also like future expenses that I'm gonna have to worry about. For example, I do have to move out, which is another expense. Apartment living is not cheap. My student loans I have to start paying in June. It's gonna be a lot. But I'm very excited to see what capabilities I have. Let's talk about how like I said, personal experience, personal advice, don't take it to heart, how I manage my money. As a teacher in CCSD, we get paid twice a month, every 10th and the 24th of the month. That is when we get paid, except for the beginning of the school year. It's a little bit different. So when I do get paid, what I usually do is I pay half of my rent for the next month, which is about $545, and then I also put $200 into my savings to help build that up as well. And then depending on how close it is to the statement due date of my credit card, it's usually about $300 on average, but I usually do pay it every bi-monthly so that it doesn't rack up to a high limit. And then also weekly, because I actually do grocery shopping weekly now, which is very interesting because I never used to do that. And it would be about $100 to $200. Since it's weekly, it's not as big of an expense. So when I do spend stuff, I am very anal about my money, okay? I'm a Capricorn. You know we love the bag. So I make sure my bag is always right. When I first started working as a teacher all the way back in August last year, Jesus Christ, the school year's almost over. That's crazy. What I do is I started to kind of get an average of how much I'm going to get paid within those bi-weekly months. It's usually about an average about $1,700. I already had money in my bank account when I was working my substitute job and my degree job at the same time, and I kind of averaged out of how much I'm going to get paid, so it helps me keep my debit card bank account at bay. I have been going a little bit ham more lately, but that seriously has got to stop. I am telling myself now, bitch, you need to cut this shit out because we about to move out in a few months, so you need to save up them racks, okay? Once I know how much my paycheck is going to be after all those expenses, I add that remaining balance to what my current checking debit card amount is, so that I know how much leeway money I have to spend on when I have to go grocery shopping, I have to buy personal stuff, anything like that. My rule, let me tell you about my rule, okay? My rule when it comes to spending money, I do not like it when my debit checking account is below $900, okay? So my goal is to never let my bank account go anything under a 4-digit number. So it has to stay within the thousands. It cannot go to 900, because once it gets to 900, I go into panic mode, and then all my side hustle brains starts kicking in again, and I start pulling out ways to start making some money on the side, okay? That is how I manage my money, and that is how I handle my bills. And I just want to say, I hope you take something from this, and I also hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please give it a big thumbs up. Also hit the subscribe button, because baby, we will be posting every week. And by the time you see this, it'll be a week away from me being back home. Period. So I'm very, 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 very excited. Hawaii content coming very, very soon. It's going to be a lot of Hawaii content. Like, my videos is going to be very, very trippy because I'm going to be up in Vegas already, and I'm still going to be posting Hawaii videos. I don't care because I love my home. My home is where my heart is, and I'm going to show you all of my home as much as I can. Okay. Also, if you want to see a few more behind the scenes things, follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram's going to be in my outro. You already know the vibe. I be posting on there. My posting game has been a little bit weak, but baby, when I go back home, we're in there. We are in there. My reels is usually my more up-to-date things-ish. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys when?
Look at it. This guy looks...
Next week. With a new motherfucking video, bitch. Mwah. I kissed my microphone for you guys. But I'm gonna go edit this video. Also lie down. It's a very lazy Sunday. I was out till late last night, and I fucking won bingo, bitch. Fuck y'all. I won the blackout. I won $125. Ain't nothing on me. Pretty much I paid my friend for my dinner and my bingo tickets, and I just got all my money back. Get on my level, bitches. But I will see you guys next week. Goodbye.